Hello and welcome to episode 17 already. The last one we have fought some battles, we flew away, we built up, whatever. And now we have our fleet again on Mars. And I separated a few ships out of our big Titan group here. I prepared something because I had a night's sleep over this decision what to do now. We have two options. We can either go to Aspasia. That's where the aliens have big fleets. Here, this one, flying to Aspasia. And on Aspasia itself, there are another 100 ships or something. Even more. 150. A smaller problem fleet, right. And we could go there and try to fight them. The other option is we sting the Hornet's Nest, basically, and fly to Jupiter. But these are the two options we currently have, in my opinion. There's a third one. We could go to, for example, Ceres, and first get a foothold in the belt. I'm not sure where's Ceres here. This is Mars, then Ceres should be... This is Vesta. That's also an option. Yeah, Ceres is down here somewhere. Here. There we go. Ceres is here. It would be useful to get these incomes here. However, our big problem is currently rather fissiles. And fissiles we could get, if we want to, from these sites here. So I'm considering that we maybe send one of our Marine Titans to these bases, take them out and fly back. But not take them out, but just take them for ourselves. For example, this one from the initiative is tempting. And that might be a good option, actually. Just to increase our fissile income here. We could also take over Massalia and Metis. That would also make sense here. Because these have decent incomes. Or Camilla here from Initiative as well. So that is an option. The other alternative is we get the Helium-3 mine going around Jupiter. Is it already researched? Let me see. No, it's not researched yet. But if we get the Helium-3 mine on Jupiter going, then we don't have the fissile cost anymore for our drives, and we only need water, which would be a very big thing as well. So that's one option as well. However, I think that I want to try to fly to Jupiter. The reason being is, if we fly to Aspasia, we definitely have to fight them head on. If we fly to Jupiter, or Saturn, actually it will be Jupiter though, we can first fly to one of these asteroids here, and they will fly to us. And they will not be like very big stacks like they currently are on Aspasia. The fleets here are smaller. It's relatively likely that they maybe group up and build a bigger stack to defeat this. For example, this one is 9,000 fleet strength if we were to send this out. However, I think I want to risk it. We can still just fight it out if need be. But we are going to send our Phaser Titans here. So the best ships we have. And I want to go to Himalaya. I mentioned that earlier, I think, already. Himalaya has a decent deposit here. It's relatively far out on Jupiter. So if we were to, let's see, if we go, yeah, it's over here. So it's relatively far away from Jupiter. So they will need to fly there. Also not going to go super fast, because the reason for that is we want to have a bit of KPS left when we arrive. I'm going to send out the 5 scavenge ship, a flagship, and the 19 phaser titans we have. Theoretically it's 20 because the flagship titan also has phasers. The biggest problem I'm concerned about is that we again... No, wait a second, the Marines do have coils, right? Yeah, the Marine. Okay, we do have coil guns, so I'm not worried anymore. We do have a few coil guns, we do have phasers, we do have 35 titans. Why do we not send 80, all that we got, or 60 or 50? And the reason being is that I have thought in my head, the maximum fleet engagement that we can do is 90 ships in the simulation. the 90 ships will be spread out over alien ships and our ships. If the aliens send 150 ships, and we have like 35, then we only get a fraction in there. It will be relatively balanced. I'm not sure if it's mission control or whatever it is in the end. But my guess is, based on experience from previous campaigns, that it's relatively unlikely that we get more than 30 Titans into the battlefield. Maybe we get even all 35, I'm not sure. But it will not be a lot more than that. It might be 40 at maximum. But that would already receive 40 of 90, so that's unlikely. It's more likely that it's almost 30 to 60 or something. And that's what I want to... That's what I'm betting on. If I'm sending more than 30 ships, I'm 35, to see what happens there. And we're going to go to Himalaya here. Go. Like this. 19 weeks. In May we arrive. There we go. Meanwhile, so the 5 months we have left here, we can build up more ships, what I'm currently already doing. And I can think about what I want to do on Earth. On Earth itself, we are hunting down alien facilities for more exotics. However, the main problem we face now is how do we fulfill the late game condition at the end. It's all about, we have to kick off the alien admin, and then also we have to make sure that the servants do not have 20% of the Earth, which is currently because they got Russia. So I'm not sure what I want to do about this, because we're currently also on the cap of our control points. I'm just not sure. I think I'm going to finish the Navy here, and then I'm going to try to annex these regions here, because they do have a lot of boost income. Get them into Indonesia. However, this will annoy the initiative, and the initiative has been supplying us with resources currently. We got nobles and volatiles from them. So maybe I'm going to do a few mission phases of trades, and then I'm going to declare war here and take these territories. Something like this. The fleet should actually finish up soon. Oh, it should actually finish now. Good. It's going to be useful. Very, very useful. But yeah, we also research the Salamander interrogation to get a bit more assault strength against the alien facilities on Earth. Going to be useful as well. Now we do this, like this, and then yeah, I think I'm going to keep it like this for now. The idea being that if we get the boost income here, that will help us getting more mining orcs going. Currently are non-available, but we will see some eventually again. Ooh, this is a nice one. Theoretically, that's a nice one. 38 would be nice. Now it's too late. Yeah, and of course we are still continuing to build up our nations here with mission control, a bit more boost and so on. But I'm not going to go for any larger unifications currently. Just a bit of expansion here in Indonesia, and then we have to just wait out for the end game to see what we need to do to win the conditions on Earth. What I want to research as well, which might be worth mentioning, is I want to go for the hybrid armor. That's still searched here. The hybrid armor is like double the efficiency or weight. Not double, but it's like 2/3 or roughly of the adamantine armor, but it has the benefit of 25% laser resistance. And lasers are basically the only thing that can damage us currently, and a lot of torpedoes, of course. So I will switch to the hybrid armor probably with my main titans, with the phaser titans, make them really exotic heavy, because I expect that we are going to have a lot of loot over time, and therefore we can afford them. But that's something we are not going to do anytime soon. First, I want to get to like 150 titans total. That's going to be our near-term objective. We currently have 35 here, and we do have 48 here. So we are in total at 83, and we do have another 10, 15, 19, 24 under construction. So I will definitely build another 40 titans roughly although we don't have the mission control right now, we only have... Ah, we basically maxed out already. Ouch. Yeah, we definitely need to get somewhere, get more bases going. So probably... I think I'm going to do what I just mentioned. I'm going to send out some of these Marine Titans here to some of those missile bases to instead get our own incomes better with fissile income. We can still later sell them when we don't need fissiles anymore, but we could, that way we can at least do something. We could also fly back to Mercury actually, because Mercury has fallen to the servants. They took everything. A few ships are here, so we need to send a bit more. We need to get rid of those bases anyway. We do have 6 base capacity currently. These would be 8. We could just take all of them. Actually, that's also a decent amount of fissile income. So we just take out the stations and everything, and then... On the other hand, battle stations on Mercury are extremely expensive, and the aliens will definitely fly there to try to get rid of everything we have here. So that's probably not smart. Let's rather focus on some asteroid bases here. But yeah, I'm going to just push forward, and I think I'm going to make the next stop at Jupiter. Okay, our Jupiter fleet arrives on Himalaya in 9 hours, and we have created a multitude of problems for ourselves now. First of all, the smaller problem fleet from Himalaya decided to intercept our fleet on Jupiter. So, that's 150 ships. We shouldn't forget that on Jupiter itself, we have like another 100 or more. No, not mixed. All locations. No location. And then... Yeah, so 150. And that's even more. That's like 80, 120, 190. Yeah. It's like 250 ships on top to the 150. That's Jupiter alone. And because that's not complicated enough, we also triggered by flying away recently this problem. 140 ships flying to Mars. It's okay though, we do have still a lot of fleet on Mars. So the Mars Titan group here is 52 Titans, and there are a lot of more Titans under construction, so I'm not too worried about it. But let's see what the fight around Jupiter does now, because we are going to get immediately boggled down. Wait a second, we have one option. No, they do have still a lot of fuel left. I see this right, yeah. So they will have a lot of fuel despite flying there. Okay, so we don't really need to... Let's make a platform here. Let's immediately place down a supply depot and a space dock. And let's call this Jupiter's Hope. I don't think we will survive there, but let's see what happens. And there's the first fight. Right away. There we go. I don't want to fight this. I really don't want to fight this. We have 3 Titans. We have so many battle cruisers here. Look at all these ships. And a lot of them have torpedoes, if I saw this correctly. Yeah, like all of these have torpedoes here. Yeah, we can't evade. We can accept. Okay, let's click auto resolve. Yeah, the AI doesn't think we can win this. Surprise. Surprise. Okay, we are going to reject this, of course. Ooh. Did we get all ships in? No. There are a handful which are not deployed. We do have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. and 5 not deployed, so we do have 30 ships. Ooh, I was relatively correct. So we are 30 against 60. And we have 30 Titans against probably 60 capital ships from the aliens. Do we want to change anything? We do have the scavenge classes in there. However, they don't have phasers. And the marines here, let's exchange a few of the scavenge classes out. So that we have a few more. Let's change 2. Let's exchange 2. Just for the purpose that we have a few more marines, not marines, but coil guns in the end. So we are going to put the coil guns into the center. Because then they have the most protection against whatever comes in. Okay. That's the flagship. Here. There's one more. Let's put it here. One more here. Put it. Oh, we already have the center full of. Ah, there's a scavenge class that has to go. And I think that's it. That should be all. Yeah, now the question is, okay, what do we do? We have to expect a massive barrage of torpedoes from this fleet. And I'm not sure how to handle it, but that's the reason why I wanted to have fuel available. So I'm actually going to go to 0 MPS here, miles per second, to see what happens, and then we start accelerating in some direction. I think I'm going to keep high roll, because high roll should be relatively decent. Let's see what we have. Ooh, that's also a high roll formation from them. Ooh. Yeah, that's a high roll formation from them as well. That's evil. So, that's so many ships. And 94 in reinforcement. And let's not forget there are 250 as well on Jupiter. So, how about we run away? Go here. Let's see, like this. And then we accelerate further. Like this. Yeah, and then we stay. Yeah, let's do it like this, and we still have a few KPS left. When we need to start flying away from the torpedoes as well. So let's do this. I'm very concerned about this fight. We go into defensive or balanced posture here. Let's see what they do. If they break formation, that would be in our interest here. By the looks of it, they don't. Oh, wait a second. They do. And they have started shooting torpedoes. Some stuff is accelerating. So what we are going to do now is accelerate once again. Just to force them into doing something that's more in our interest. We do have a bit of time until the torpedoes arrive. So we are going to just... Yeah, we have to keep an eye on our KPS here. The lowest ones have 23. So we should... like this, probably. That should be fine. Yeah, 23 is the lowest rate. Ah, we should have equalized fuel. Oh, that was a dumb idea. That was done by me. So we are going to accelerate once here. And when that one is... Ooh. Yeah, slow down. And if that is done, the acceleration is done, then we have to actually turn around. Use the lock on target. Here we go. And that should be fine. Yeah, we should be alright. Our station will take a beating, but it will survive. There we go. And now the coil guns immediately start shooting. And we are in range of... Look at the torpedoes here. At least we are in phaser range. Ooh, the first ships went down. Hey! First blood to us. Great. Yeah, we definitely have to use everything we have in the defense here. The point defense range is where? Here. Okay. I'm a bit worried about this clump of torpedoes. If we get this defended, we should be fine. But I'm just... Yeah, I hope that the relative velocity plays in our favor here. Ooh, this is getting close. Okay, point defense is active. The main point defense. Okay, come... Oh, it's going to get really close. No, this is going to get through. Ooh. A few torpedoes went through. Could we have done this better? I don't know. I think we are still alright. For the situation we are in. We probably could have done it a bit better. Maybe there was a better formation, or maybe we should have accelerated a tiny bit more. We forgot to equalize fuel. That is costing us, because we have like... We could have gotten out another 5 kps to increase relative velocity. Okay, and now the... There we go. And now we can start shooting at something again. The flankers will go down. Very good. We should go offensive now. These torpedoes should be... Hey, wait a second. Why is my... No, my point defense is shooting. Okay, and they are shooting at us with their... Okay, that's a handful of missiles again. Okay, we go offensive again. Shoot down the flankers, that's all good. The point defense here is very busy with that, though. But it's still alright. We are on offensive here. Only if it gets too close, we should activate defensive modus again. So the flankers here are down. We didn't lose a ship, though. We took a lot of damage, but we didn't lose a ship. So that's a good thing, I guess. And we should expect that the reinforcement are mostly smaller ships. Probably with a lot of torpedoes again. But if we can... Yeah, this is still alright. This is still good. The particle cannons from the aliens, of course, are dealing damage, of course. But if we lose like 2 or 3 Titans, I'm totally fine with that. Apparently, we still didn't lose a ship. So now... Yeah, we took out quite some stuff already. Yeah, we lost the first Titan now. And now we get the coil gun problem here, or the alien mech problem. That they might be... Oh, that's still alright though. Yeah, it's still alright. Could have been significantly worse. Oh, this one is heavily jammed though. That's alright. With every ship we take out, with every coil gun we can take out, this gets easier. Of course, there will be reinforcement very soon. We could call it... no, we shouldn't. No. Oh, we shouldn't have done this. We shouldn't have done this. I mean, probably it would make sense to... But they are already firing on the laser ones here. And whatever is good. So where's that ship here? The Pandemonium? Somewhere. Somewhere. We are doing well. We're taking a lot of damage here. But I think we can do one small adjustment by aligning the fleet on this target here so that we slightly turn around, that the frontal armor is a bit better positioned against them. Just to make sure. And then we remove target again. Let them shoot at whatever they want. Very good. More and more stuff is going down. I like it. I really like it. And that's why I wanted to have coil guns in here, because their lasers are very busy with shooting at the coil guns that we have. So, and that's of course very good for us. Now let's shoot down some of these guys here. Going to micromanage a bit here. Just give everyone a volley. So that we hopefully hit their mech shots here. Ah, the first reinforcements have arrived apparently. This is all good. Oh, another Titan went down. Ah, unfortunate. Okay, they have now reinforced info. Okay, it's from there. Okay, good. We should also call in reinforcements wherever it is. Wherever they come from, just for having additional phasers shooting at stuff. So far we have lost 2 ships. I think that's okay. Despite the fact that we have to fight another 400 ships here. But anyway. Really nice. Yes, this is really good. Could have gone a lot worse. Oh, we have to align our ships again. So you are going to actually focus on someone over here, like this one. So that we are going to realign our ships array. Yeah. These ones should all be toast in a second here, so we can expose the flank for a second here. I find it interesting what happened to my formation. I can't call it a formation anymore, but yeah. Okay, good. Good. And with them all turned around, I think we can undo the focus fire here. Yeah, they already want to end the battle. I think I'm not going to do this though. Oh, there's one ship from the side here. Funny. And it's toast. Okay, that was battle number 1. We have taken out most of the capital ships. Now it's down to only monitors. Oh, there's still a Titan left. Where are the battleships there? Ah, in the reinforcement. Ooh. Thing. Yeah, but we do have the Giga range phaser here. But this shouldn't be a problem at all. Nice. I think we can accelerate here a bit. Let's see what they do. Do they have a lot of torpedoes again? Oh, actually, it's not torpedoes. That's interesting, because that implies that they have used most of their torpedoes in the first wave. So if there are mostly laser ships left, they won't be able to do much. Because we do have... Ooh, wait a second. You need to fly away now. Go get into the formation here as well. There we go. Ah no, there are torpedoes. We go into defensive again, just to be sure that nothing gets through here. And wait a bit until it's closer. There we go. And we can go offensive again, because the point defense can do the remaining ships. Good. Apparently that's a lot of mech shots. Ooh, that Titan here will have a problem now. Yeah, the pandemonium is exposed here this way. Yeah, I think that Titan will not survive here. Same for you. Please disappear. Yeah, we shouldn't have called in the reinforcement. That was a mistake. What's happening there? Are these torpedoes getting through? No, they are misaligned here. Oh, they took out the Titan. That's why. Okay. Okay, so we lost 3 ships by now. 3. Probably 4, because this one is also... Nah, we shouldn't have called in the reinforcements here. I think I want to accept the surrender. Because I don't want to lose more stuff by accident. We can rather have a fresh battle. So let's accept the end battle here. And let's see the end result before we lose the Malcolm. Hopefully we can avoid losing the Malcolm here. Come on, come on. Ah, no, they don't want to surrender anymore. Okay. That's weird. Why can't we auto-resolve anymore? I don't know. And I guess this Titan is toast. Still not. Now it's toast. Yeah, so we lost 4 ships, 2 by mistake. That's annoying, but it's okay, I guess. These ones get toasted here. Ooh, we should go defensive against this torpedo rapier, and gone. Yeah. There we go. Can go offensive again. I think this should go into the point defense screen here without problem. And we need to... Ah, they accepted. Okay, good. So, yeah, we lost 1, 2, 3, 4 ships. 34 exotics. Nice. We shouldn't forget that each of the ships we lost cost 6 exotics, so it's not that big of a profit, but look at the destroyed number of ships here. Nice. Okay. Let's see what happens now. We are still at the station. We are going to wait until... Yeah, 4 ships gone. The space dock will finish like in a month. No, in 2 actually. If we go up to... Yeah, I think we can go up to the orbital straight away. Without having an issue here. Let's do it. Yeah, it's like 2 weeks later. That should be fine. Okay, the big question is what will happen now? I'm going to just move forward here. Or rather, we can wait for a few hours. But nothing immediate. So... we have to build up the mass defense, prepare for that arrival, and then we also have to anticipate that there will be more fights on Jupiter, which I'm going to probably show all of them. Okay, So, the shipyard, or not shipyard, the space dock around Jupiter will go up in a few days, in 5 actually. Then we can, theoretically, we can repair. In reality, we won't. But, yeah, so, I should make a few things first before we talk about this. I'm going to send reinforcements to Jupiter. Only 9 ships because I still don't feel super confident about it. However, we can afford this. So Himalaya here, we will just go there. Jupiter's Hope here. We boost as fast as we can. This time it will take us more fuel for a longer time, basically. To reinforce the Jupiter fleet here with 9 additional Titans. A few of those are phaser Titans. But also, I have a secondary flagship just in case that the first one dies. And then a few arc-based Titans here, so not the high-tech ones. And Scavenge because we lost 2. So that's all good. I'm surprised that the station and the fleet survived, that they do not attack us. I'm not sure, maybe they are afraid, who knows. But this will give us time to build up the station. So after the orbital, we will go into Ring Core immediately, start up some shipyards, and continue from there. Meanwhile, on Earth, I have escalated the war against basically every faction because I'm pushing for the maximum extent of India and Indonesia now to be able to then later merge them together as soon as the hostile claims are all resolved that India currently has. I still need to add Afghanistan here. I completely forgot about that. So that's one we are missing currently. But yeah, we are going to eventually merge them together. I'm also going to add in all these islands here just for fun, because all of them mean like +1 mission control that we can get here. So Indonesia is busy making mission control. India is also busy making mission control now. Yeah, and that's what we want. We need mission control as much as we can. We are almost at cap now. We have still 85 under construction here. That's a lot. And yeah, the other expansions we could do were here the Pacific Island, not Pacific, Caribbean Islands. We could do that as well. Probably a good idea as well to just annex everything we have here afterwards. So I'm going to do the rivalries in between episodes. And then we have to build up more control points again to, for example, expand something else. Like we could consider going for the African Union here or something like that. But let's see. We also still have to take over Russia again, or rather liberate it again, but it's not urgent currently. So here we go, orbital core is done. Now we can go into... We definitely want to upgrade you into a nanofactory. Supply dock will get removed soon. We are now going to do ring core straight away. Fusion reactor here. Put a farm here. And the first shipyard will go here. And then we do the same here on the opposite side. So let's do the same setting. So shipyard. At this time then an operations center. Is that urgent? Let's think about it. Then fusion reactor array first. We don't need a layered defense array because it's pointless. We want battle station if possible, as soon as possible. Okay, let's do another shipyard. This will cut down the repair time. And then we need... Okay, let's do op center fusion reactor array. And then we can do the agriculture complex as soon as we have the ring core going. Yeah, that's good. Jupiter's Hope is done. Now let's see the repairs. 350 days, 900 missiles. Okay, that's supply as well. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so what we can do here is go through this in small batches. So we just, for example, take the first 3 ships here. and then just throw them into the repair. For example, these ones don't need to repair. And I'm going to go through the ship list like this to find out, okay, who do we need to repair? Actually, we have the tooltip, I forgot. I was dumb. We're not going to refuel yet. So instead, we are going to do the repair here. 0 hours. That's perfect. I like it. And we can... we don't have the fissiles right. Where do we need to place the helium-3 mine? I think it has to be on a Jupiter orbit, so we are not anywhere close to do this yet. Let's see. Could we do this here? I don't think so, right? It's a tier 3 module anyway, so we can't do it yet. But I think we have to be in Jupiter's direct orbit for this. So yeah, I'm going to go through the fleet and get all of this sorted out. The proper shipyard will finish in November. Actually, what we are going to do is we're going to put a space dock here. We should have done this from the get-go. I always forget this. Should have done a space dock here as well, because then we could have upgraded one to a shipyard and cut down on repair time. Yeah, let's just do it anyway. The space dock here for the time being. Yeah, so we have to hold until November. Then we do have a proper shipyard going here. So we are going to repair in small batches here. November is, of course, August, September, October. Basically 4 months. So we can repair almost half the fleet in that time frame. If the aliens let us. Which I hope for. Yeah, so that's going to be it. I'm going to split through all this. I'm going to make a cut in the episode here. Leave a like and subscribe, and see you in the next one, where we're probably going to have even more fights. So, fun ahead. See you then.